Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. In front of me is a little package and inside of it is an iPhone SE. This should be an iPhone SE first generation, and I believe it's running iOS 9 or iOS 10. If in fact it's running iOS 9, that would be awesome, as that would be an original firmware device. iOS 10 is still pretty hard to find. I think it was a really good price. I'll put it right there. If it's not, then I'm just misremembering, but I think that's why I picked it up without really knowing the iOS version. Let's get it opened up, see what condition it's in, and see if we have ourselves a rare device or not. Okay, here's our iPhone. You can see it is definitely an iPhone SE. We've got the little logo there on the back. Missing the SIM card tray, which is not ideal, but I'm assuming it uses the same one as an iPhone 5S, which I have a bunch of those laying around. I'm sure I could borrow one. Sides look very nice. The bottom looks good. Lightning port looks to be in great condition. So overall, really clean device. The screen looks pretty nice as well. Let's see how it looks after we clean off some of that dust and fingerprints. So here we go. That looks really nice. Maybe just a couple small scratches there. Nothing major. Let's see if it has any power or if we're going to need to plug it in for a while. We've got the Apple logo. We'll let that sit there and boot up. Okay, here is our iPhone. And this is really interesting. This appears to be a demo iPhone. Look at that. We have the Touch ID app on here. Let's see if that works. It does not. And we have different applications here that would have been present in the Apple Store when this device was for sale. This is pretty interesting. I was not expecting this. Look, you can see we have like calendars, everything that was here when this device was on display. I think this is going to be iOS 10 or 11. Okay, so 10.3.1, and this is a 32 gigabyte model, but you can see it's got music, videos, photos, applications. I usually don't show the photos on these devices, but since this is a demo model, it's going to be the ones you could see from the Apple Store. Very interesting. I was not expecting this at all. Like, you can see all the photos are in albums and everything. Usually when I get devices, they've either been erased or I remove everything. I don't show you guys what's on them. But there's applications on here. I don't know if any of them are going to work because there's no internet connectivity. And quite frankly, I'm pretty nervous to connect this to the internet. I don't know if the device would erase itself or what would happen. This is really interesting. I'm kind of amazed right now. This is the second demo iPhone that I've ever received. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug this serial number into the online system and see if this is actually a legit demo model, which I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. It certainly appears that way, but let me plug in the serial number and then I'll show you guys what comes up. Okay, so check this out. I ran the serial number on this website here, and you can see iPhone SE Space Gray demo 32 gigabyte USA. iCloud lock is off. Demo unit, yes. So this is 100% a demo iPhone SE. I wonder where this was. I wonder if this was from the Apple Store, or let's see what carrier this is. So it actually doesn't say the carrier inside of settings. This is pretty cool. I have never done a video on a demo device because sometimes it just feels like you're not supposed to have them. But the listing for this did not even mention anything about this being a demo model. I think they just showed some generic photos and I was able to figure out that this was iOS 10 from the applications here. But I had no idea this was going to be a Apple Store, like a, I keep saying the word demo, but I don't know what else to call it. Here we've got the iOS 10 wallpapers, nothing too special. How about, I think this was the iOS 8 stock wallpaper. We'll choose that. It looks pretty good. But yeah, I wish this Touch ID app was working. I'm really tempted to connect this to Wi-Fi to see if any of this stuff works. But at the same time, I expect it to potentially lock the device completely. Because in the rare chance that this was actually taken from the Apple Store or AT&T, Verizon, Best Buy, Target, one of those places that has demo models on the floor for people to use. If it was in fact stolen from there, I'd imagine that this device is blacklisted and would probably lock itself as soon as it connected to the internet. But this is really cool. I mean, this thing's in flawless condition. It's almost hard for me to imagine that this device was on display somewhere, because usually people don't treat those very well. And a lot of times there are like security things either stuck to the device or something. Somehow it's secured. I don't think Apple stores here in the United States have the iPhones just sitting. I think maybe in some other countries they do. Maybe they have them here, but not in the stores I've been at. They have them hooked up to, there's usually a charging cable, and then it's connected to like a little metal dot that, as far as I know, is actually part of the frame itself of the phone. So you can't take it out without completely destroying the iPhone. I'm not 100% sure on that. But the iPhone SE, I know we've been talking about this as a demo phone, but this was released alongside the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. It retains the same design as the iPhone 5s, first generation fingerprint sensor, and the same 4-inch display resolution. We did get an upgraded 12 megapixel lens. I don't think it's the same quality as the iPhone 6s, but it does allow for 4K 30 FPS video recording. Take a look inside of settings, we can switch that to 4K, and we can capture some really good quality videos. Even on this old device from 2015, the resolution is still pretty good. I'm not going to be able to show you guys how it looks because I don't want to connect this to my computer, but it does look nice. And this was a really successful phone. A lot of people bought this. I think it started at $399 or maybe $429, something around there. But great device. This one's in nice condition, 32 gigabytes, space gray. And of course, it's the demo model, which I was not expecting and is super cool to get. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some comments down below if you've ever seen one of these for sale, or if you have any idea where this device would have come from, because it's in such good condition. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. This is a pretty cool video to make, and I was not expecting this at all. So yeah, cool little phone here to add to the collection. And thanks for watching. I hope to see you in another one of my videos.